Yeah, we're on CoinPoker now. Considering that I released a video at the start of the month, um, criticizing CoinPoker very heavily, the fact that I'm still playing here, is this hypocritical? Or am I saying that maybe CoinPoker is still alright to grind? Because if you saw my last video about table selection, I briefly mentioned we can expect to get somewhere between 50–70% rake back on coin, which is a lot better than GG. It's a very loose, active, recreational. I'm thinking of going for a loose free bet. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to be a little exploit here and just use a smaller size. Like, I don't think these guys are ever going to read into the sizing. Never mind, they are. They are, but like, we lost less. Oh, we would have hit. We got another 500 now table off. This one I'm just playing because Jesus is open and I feel like a fish might join on the right here. So I'm just going to grind it a little bit, but then we end up in spots like this. This goes for like the big 4-bet. We're not really supposed to fold this hand, but his size is like a bit poop, but I guess we just call. And we're getting stacked, so let's hope that if one time ace queen. It looks kind of ugly in the middle of my screen. Let's just put it here for now. What? Okay. Usually I expect like quarter pot here. Am I just getting stacked? I think the best play here is to just slow play. I could jam too. Okay, well now we have nothing else to do but slow play. Now we lose the ace queen. Really unfortunate. I think his most likely hand here is ace queen. I do think he would barrel ace king quite a lot. There's nothing that we can really get value from, other than like ace fours and ace fives. I don't want to bluff the turn. I'm just gonna check. Maybe this guy will turn like tens into a bluff. It's very unlikely. We're gonna call though. We just have no. At this point in the hand, we just have to kind of call. We get like 24%, so we just kind of have to call here. I just think we're rarely ever good here, but sometimes does he come up with a bluff? Sometimes like a really creative tens bluff. Am I giving this guy way too much credit? Fuck it, we're just committed. Yeah, aces. Okay. Unfortunate, but we were always getting stacked there regardless. Here I'm actually raising the flop here on the top right, and after all of that, we didn't even get like a good fish join. I don't remember what happened here. I could turn my hand to a bluff. Just gonna limp 10-7. We limp call this hand. Sometimes limp 3-bet. Gonna bluff my hand here. We are going to quarter pot. We should have called here. So limp here. It's not a great hand to play off small SPR, so I'll just go for like a very small RFI. I think this is just a mandatory bluff at this point. Because like most likely 10-9. We don't actually have 10-9 in range, but like it's just a mandatory bluff here. Jack 8, I think we still fold. Still not coordinated enough. And we're going to call the 3-bet here. Yeah, when we take this line, we just have to like bluff on the 8, because like we could look like we have well, this table just got good. This is my last hand regardless, so I really hope he folds. This and 5-4. Like 5-4, like with the diamonds, I think you even want to give up the river, because like ace 5 of diamonds is kind of blocked, but get the fold, which is nice. They shall never know. But like it looks like 10-9 came in. I don't actually have 10-9 there because of the positions, even in the ante game. 100 table up, even though 100 table doesn't look good anymore. Now this guy uses a slightly bigger size. I think I'm going to check my 7. I could also bet it. I think against the bigger size. Yeah, I'm overfold against the bigger size. I think this is also just a mandatory bluff at this point. I'm just thinking whether I jam or not. Our user size. I'm gonna jam. If you ever saw, oh, a lot of action just happened pretty quickly, and then my 500 now tables all died at the same time. I'm gonna min open the straddle here. King Jack plays good off this SPR. It's gonna be a super low SPR. Okay, if you saw, we leave this table after we play kings. Gonna limp this behind, or fish behind. This guy's 6% check raise. I think I'm just gonna check, take a free turn. I'll stay here because the seat's open. Guess I'll call. I could jam, but like that would be trying to get the guy off of like a 10 maybe, and I don't think he's gonna fold off this spa. No, we could shove here. Maybe we could make him fold something like ace-3, but like bluffing low SPR is pretty grim. Generally, we just don't beat that many hands at showdown, so I'm still gonna jam anyway. We could have made him fold a 10 though, to be fair. It depends on the player. It's just like, I'm just trying to think how many hands we beat at showdown. Like, we can, if he has like ace jack, we can make that fold. Missed that flush draw, we can make that fold. I'm just going to go all in. What size do I want to go here? I'm going to overbet this turn. Because this is a spot, like if I have pocket eights, I kind of want to trap to keep the fish in. Or like ace jack, ace 8. But now here's a question: do you want to fold a fish off of top of pair of? I'll ask you that question. I actually think he might have a draw here, but if he's probably just got something like ace 5, you know, I'm not in the business of trying to make a fish fold top pair. I could min click him to make him fold a draw, but I will just take the red line suffering emoji on this occasion. Okay, it's not great table here. He limped. I think my hand's a pure check against limp. I'm still gonna bet this spot. Nice flop. So as I was saying, I played a lot of tables, so I kind of got interrupted. Do we get it all in here? No, it's not worth. That is 3 off. We could sometimes check raise this. I think he's probably over c-betting. So I'm gonna actually check raise this one. Mix a little like this kind of top pair in the range. Pretty nice. I could go for like a merge bet, like trying to get called by like, I can't really think, like, I guess it would be something like 5-4 diamonds would call me, but I'd be trying to make him fold like a6, ace 10. I don't think he folds ace 10 on the turn, so we'll check. But I was trying to just punish what I think might be over c-betting on the flop. And he gets check on the turn. You can still have like good ace-x here. The only size I kind of have left is like a block in size. Or I would then hope he would turn something like 7x to bluff. I think I'm just going to check and see what he does. Definitely was some blocking possible, because I think there's definitely things like 8s and 10s and kings and queens that I could have got value from on the river by blocking. we're going to take, but yeah, I have a guy I'm partnering up with called, oh my god, nice flop here. Definitely not going to check this with the net behind. I have a friend I'm partnering up with. He made a great video on this spot here, which I'm going to bring up a hand history, as we just keep flopping absolute prems. I want to have some checks. This guy is very, very cool heavy. So I'm going to call this versus fish. Do I still want to bet this turn on the turn? I don't know if this guy's like quite bluffy or stationary. I'm just going to go half here. I want to keep betting this. I could check, but he doesn't have that many eights. And we just trap, obviously. Here, I'm going to attack this c-bet, because this guy usually sizes up when he has something good. Don't want to accidentally misclick fold here. Yeah, okay, that guy just is a whale. I didn't actually realize that he was a whale. So I was going to leave, but once you see shit like that, I think this is just over bluffing this hand, so I'm just going to give up. I can play block here. It's 100 now. I'm not going to respect them. This is a free bet. Yeah, so when I say I'm not going to respect them 100 now, I'm just going to be unbalanced to my strategy here. This table's not what I want to look at. I did not let this go as a fish. 38, 25, 11. So I'm going to bet this. I am going to try and isolate the fish, but if the problem with this does have some risk. Okay, I'm going to keep barreling here. What my sizing's going to be. We're going to use this. I don't think I want to. I do want to value bet a king. I actually think I just want to only value bet an ace. I think a6 is worth at least 2/3. I'm just going to call here. Wait, did these both post? Oh, they both posted. I just realised. Straddle here. Just going to be open. Okay. Do I bluff this hand? We have. I think I'm still going to bluff this hand. I think we just make him for like 10-9 or like Jack 10 or something without the diamond. We could also go for like pot as well, but like we're trying to get him off. Like I guess he would like fold King X to that size. Like pot would make King X kind of fold, or like at least different. So yeah, I expected this kind of play, to be honest. Yeah, I mean I'm not gonna turn this into a 3-bet bluff. Obviously you can 3-bet bluff some, like I think you would just start turning like things like ace 10 into a bluff with the diamond. This guy's saying he has ace queen. I'm sort of in the believe you camp, but you know. You could have aces and kings as well. We're going to leave this table because it's bad. But before we do, I want to show this hand here. Just checking this one back. Oh, wow, he bet the turn that big with king 9. That's kind of cray-cray. I think I'll check here. I could also bet. So here we went. Obviously, this was the one where we went. He bet the flop small, check, check, turn, check, river, shove. There's a cool video by Gleb, aka Savant Poker, where he talks about this spot. Really helpful video about 3-bet pots. And he's someone that I will be partnering up with, and I'll actually start like releasing some. I think I'll try and show this hand down. I could stab, but it doesn't make much sense. I also might get check raised, and my hands doesn't really want to place check raise. BS on Poker, he's a content creator slash he has a trading site, a really good one. He offers an opportunity for us to partner up. We show down. He offered an opportunity for us to partner up, which we jumped on. It's a great platform, I think, to start marketing some of the stuff that I said I was going to market, like my spreadsheet. So yeah, just you I'm gonna ask him to make them reasonably priced, but ultimately it's up to him. I'm probably gonna try and make it as reasonably priced as possible. I'm not all about that money, but it's ultimately his decision. I'm gonna call free bet here, fold the flop. We'll check sometimes. I don't know if this guy's a reg or not. We check. We can turn his hand to a bluff, raise on the turn. We're just gonna fold here. I think in theory our hands like we're gonna call like things like king queen of clubs, but I think we just fold king 10. If I bluff this, yeah, I think I will just bluff this occasion. I'm going to be valuable in things as low as like ace king here, ace queen on the turn, so he's in half pot sizing. On the turn, probably you could also like, because I have some like top pair checks, second pair checks, I could also like size up. But yeah, the bad table has died. This is the problem with coin is, oh, never mind. We're going to get on this one. This is the problem with coin. For those of you who are really dislike game selecting and bum hunting and stuff, this ain't the video for you. Because when you've got GG levels of rake, you gotta be selective of the games you play. However, the rake back on coin is a lot better than I expected it to be. I was expecting like 50% tops, but like now we're getting into a situation where like you can see here, I don't know if this coins is like a dollar to a dollar ratio. Someone can tell me better, but like I do think I get like at least 70% rake back, which is really good. Which means that realistically I don't have to be as selective with my tables as I am like show myself to be. But yeah. Okay, this is not a good table to sit on. It tens on the bottom right. But I think some people have asked me, is coin still worth playing on? And that is a very good question. And I think it is. In fact, I actually think it's better than GG. Now, is it the best site out there at the moment to play on? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I think I'm going to fold this. It's close. Could possibly do it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Is this the best site? How do I leave this 100L table? We might actually have to go back to looking for 100L tables. Okay, that table that I was about to leave, I got a gift of a Whopper. Yeah, I would say this is better than GG in the fact that, okay, the action isn't always great, but you don't get like fucked. Like, I mean, maybe eventually they'll do something about like bum hunting and shit, but in GG they ban you for bum hunting. And coin, they don't really care. Which I think is good. I'm just going to bet this. I could check too. But yeah, usually what happens is people just check back here. Do I want to bet turn? I think I'm going to check. There's some like, not too many like one pair club hands to get value from in this line. So he just has like lots of like ace 5, ace 8 suited. Maybe like ace jacks, these kind of hands. So just a value bet. I think my value region is 2 pair plus. I'll go for like 70. I think I like 70. I like 70 here because I think sometimes regs just bluff too much. They bluff raise too much here. I think obviously I missed value against like some ace-x, but like the thing I like 70. Okay, aces on the bottom right. We're actually going to call. We're mixing our hand as a jam. We're like going to call here sometimes. Here's actually a spot we should be donking. This guy I think will just range bet. So this is a spot where you're meant to donk in theory, but because when people range bet this spot, you can actually just range check and attack the range bet. Because what you can do is you can like raise really small, and that pressures his kings and queens. But like because I don't want to do that exploit, I just want to trap my hand. We're never folding here. If he has a flush, he has a flush. I think he will also like. I don't think he's gonna like go crazy with the bluffs here. He doesn't have too many hands that like shove for value. So the question is whether this guy is gonna just like have too many hands that he bluff shoves. So I'm actually gonna just 10% this. I'll go 10. Maybe he might have like kings and queens that he bluff shoves here, or jacks with diamond, which is kind of what I'm going for. You know, just like whatever really. He just folds, which is fair enough. But the exploit is like, you know, they oversee by like kings, queens, jacks. You attack that range by like doing this like very small raise. You obviously want to do. You mainly want to do it with things like ace, queen, ace, jack, because in that spot he doesn't four bet too much ace, queen, or ace, jack. Where you have like ace, queen off quite a lot. You have ace, jack suited, ace, 10 suited. You know, these kind of hands here just have more of these ace-x hands in your range, where he just has like a mix of like ace, queen off is supposed to call quite a lot pre-flop. You know, ace jack off is supposed to call a decent frequency, although you'll have a mix of like ace 10 off, ace jacks offs, and then obviously his ace kings, but they are also sometimes a mix shove pre. So like yeah, that's kind of where you end up being in that node. And you also I mean you have like some of these like Broadway hands and stuff, but yeah, you're supposed to like have a donkin range there because he's like very saturated with jacks, queens, and kings in his range, which you also don't have. You just have like some of the suited Broadway suited connectors and stuff. You also have might have some stuff like sixes, which he doesn't have as well. You have stuff like sixes as well. But generally, this board I'm just gonna range bet at 20%. Turn, I want to barrel good flush draw mostly in this line. I could bet. I have a lot of other like goodish bluffs. So yeah, we'll just check. I think I might turn my hand to a bluff on this river. So I think he just has. He could have like a bunch of like eights without diamonds, 6-4 suited. I think it's just a good spot to play as 50. We have a lot of like king x that wants to value bet. Just seems like a good spot to like in fact we can even bet like ace queen offs with the diamond that we don't bet the turn with. I need some more tables. Need some more tables. There's like 5 tables with one person sitting on them. God, at that point, I think I would just leave. In my video, I talked about like how much hourly I expect to make per table, so I might as well talk about it. Having seen what this guy just did with Jack 9 off, I don't know. Like he's obviously one of those fish. On average, fish would lose 25 BB per 100. This guy just went for like some insane play. I don't know. But with this guy on my Jesus, I think here I'm making 5 BBs pre-rake back at minimum. With 2, possibly as high as 10. So between 5 and 10. So like my hourly on this table is probably, you should probably play like 80 hands an hour maybe. So, you know, if you say I'm making, let's just be, say I'm making 10 including rake back, 10 big blinds per 100 before rake back, that's $40 an hour just on this table alone. This table, 60 VPIP, I probably make, including rake back, probably like make $10 an hour, 5 with this guy. This table, maybe like 20, 25. This table, it's probably like I have some reads on this guy. Maybe like post rake back, I might make like $5, $8 per hour with the rake back. But yeah, it also depends on the regs, the other regs. So like, there's obviously some things with the regs that are going to help. Better regs are going to put you in worse spots. Generally, when I look at this reg, this guy looks pretty tight for ante, but he's like, he obviously has like, he's not fallen a lot, but like you see the 8% check rise, 24, 20, 11. So he has like some decent-ish free bet stats, but he's a little bit tight, which is going to help my EV. I'm definitely just going to call this. I'm not going to try and free bet, it's too shit to make a big pot. We got this new two up here. But like overall, if I estimate my grind, I'm hoping I would make without. If I assume that every reg is like just breaking even, like I would hope on this grind I would make like $70 an hour on these tables. But it doesn't go with that. It depends a lot on the regs, the skill, the edge that I have on the regs, how much rake back I actually get in reality, how well I perform. This makes a big difference. Realistically, the regs are a little bit more aggressive. This table, the regs will probably give me a harder time than on this table, in my opinion. So maybe I do a little bit worse on this table, even though it's a 60 VPIP player. But like this guy, even though he's a fish, I have some reads. He's not like the easiest fish to exploit. I'm gonna bet 1 BB here just to clean him off of like crap. He's snap called. There's gonna be just like random hands here, like ace queen. Ace, just even things like queen nine and stuff. I can just make fold. So yeah, wow, okay, that did not go to plan. Dear me, I'm gonna call here. In position to a fish. My hand's bad, but like, normally you'd want to free bet this hand versus this size. But like, in position to a fish, I'm just gonna call. This guy's pretty aggro, so I probably shouldn't have flatted the fours here. Big size on the flop, I'm just gonna call. I'm gonna check here. Just check fold, we'll keep it simple. I'm just gonna check turn. And we don't really have anything to get value from. I could have caught this fours here as well. I'm surprised he didn't bluff the turn, honestly. I'm genuinely surprised. There was actually genuinely like his size on the flop was actually pretty good too. And then he just like has the perfect like bluffing opportunity here, and then he just doesn't do it. I would have probably folded my queen X if you just like piled money in on the turn. That's how I mean, fish triple Broadway board, fish going bet, not really a spot I want to call down. Whereas like that hand's probably like not the most terrible bluff catcher in the world. You can go both ways. I'm a flat his hand. I think it does. I think it will perform fine with the fish behind me. You want to flat some hands. Oh, King Queen suited actually. If you free bet this in theory, color versus EP and 6 max. We're gonna mix this as a stab on the flop. I'm gonna stab it. But yeah, this is a hand like if it's without the ante in 6 max, it's actually quite a good hand to bet. Like if you go 4 bet, it's a hand that becomes indifferent, so it doesn't mind flatten. I'm gonna sometimes barrel this, but I didn't go for the roll, so we're just gonna check. I would like barrel this maybe like 30% of the time. Obviously, like a lot of my bluffs could contain like 9s and 10s and stuff, but like this is a sort of good bluff to have on the blank runouts, because on the blank runouts they have I 70 he check calls. He's got like 9s and 10s quite a lot here, so I guess we'll just bet 70 again. Beyond the blank runouts, I could suspect this hand to the fish, but I think this guy might check range, so I'll just take a free card instead. See. But yeah, the reason this is like a good hand to have is like the 9s and 10s and stuff are the hands you kind of want to fold to triple barrel. So if you start bluffing only with 9s and 10x, like they don't make good triple barrel bluffs. They're usually going to be like this kind of like trashy sort of like a king queen off. Usually going to be okay. Okay, it has some like unblockers on the flop to his folding range, like King Jack of clubs and stuff, but or Ace King of clubs. But what doesn't have unblockers? you know, it also blocks kings and queens and King Jack and stuff. So you just have to like open this to min and to straddle. Should I straddle too? Yes. I mean, I don't need to straddle because everyone else is just not deep at all. I'm just gonna fold. Nice hand. Oh, the backdoor D straight. Let's just pot open. 67 VPIP go. Let's go delay pots. So just fold. No, I'm on this table. Well, I don't know. I think I just waiting listed this table. This guy being short, I don't. It's like not a great table, but maybe this guy will double up through someone who isn't me because they usually double up through me. Okay, he called. I'm gonna go small to get loads of floats and an overbet the turn. On this nice bricky brick. Run out. And then probably give up, to be honest. Yeah, it's a bad spot to bluff here. Mixes is a free bet. So they just call you a lot on the diamond. They don't fold like Jack X that should be folding without the diamond, like Jack 10. So it's just pointless to bluff here. What the fuck? What? Oh, there's a police car in the background, but random. But like, what the fuck? You had King Queen in fold the turn. My plan should have worked there because he floats board with flop with crap. Here against the net, I'm just gonna block. He's gonna call me with like. I think a block is just better versus a net here. And here I'm just gonna range bet here. Wow. I'm gonna call here. If we were deeper, I would start bluff raising, but I think we just float range. Check back here. I hope to beat a 10. Queen Jack. Fair enough. Okay, 70 turn. Shove river probably. Because we can like, if she could like shove and just maybe make him fold some hands. Okay, call 4-bet queens. Hopefully fishy fish joins here. Okay, I have a check here. Gonna open this into fish blind, so I'll leaned in here like super focused. I only just see this table better. I'm just gonna call. Really, I'm gonna fold here. Let's just go 20 range. Yeah, let's do this. Check the turn. 27% free bet. Okay, you got yourself a customer. Okay, I'm gonna just go really small here. I'm gonna check the turn here. We kind of just want to like look like we're pussy and give up. I take a free card here. They usually don't just check fold things like ace 5 and he's low SPR, so we might just check jam these random hands. It's a pretty bad turn for us. I don't want to call with an open ender here. No, oh, it's not an open ender. I'm an idiot. Is it? Someone can tell me. Thank you for doing business. It was just a caller, to be fair. It's just a caller. I would have played his hand the same. I thought he was bluffing. Low viewers percentage. Actually, could overbet the turn there. Okay, we're gonna go for value. This guy's pretty stationary. He's gonna have a 6 sometimes, but we need to get paid by like a6. So I'm gonna go for like an overbet here. Oh no, we have the fish in the blind. I might open free bet this. We're gonna play like pretty polar with the fish. So we're gonna free bet like king 10 off, queen jack off, king jack off, ace jack off. Gonna flat a lot of playable hands multi-way. Obviously our premium hands will also free bet. Pretty simple way of playing around the fish. We don't have to like mix in like ace-8 suited and shit like that. Because like ace-8 suited will just play better as a call when it's getting the fish in the pot. You know, like pocket eights and stuff. You have to mix them in. They're just going to perform better as a call. Seeing a flop in position, fish, multi-way, Rick has to be honest. Like sevens here. This guy uses his size as a I don't care. I think ace queen here. If it just isn't a great hand, I think we just mix it here. We're going to call on this occasion. I guess I'm not going to bluff this hand. I'm just thinking I would want to bluff what I would want to bluff with, but I'm not going to bluff with this. Wow. Oh, so it sucks. I don't think I'm going to fold to fish here. He jams so quickly on the queen, which is like kind of sad. It's just one of those hands like I think he just doesn't bluff on, but like I just feel like I have to call for a data perspective. Like Jack 9, 9, 7. There's a lot of like but there's King Jack, a lot of potential bluffs. One showdown is pretty low. Okay, well, okay. I almost called. Almost I ran out of time bank. I ran out of time bank. Yeah, let's just try and maximize our value against like ace-x from the fish. I almost like made a data call against this guy when he probably just isn't shoving there as a bluff. So I'm lucky I time banked. I forgot this. We could flab this guy's super aggro. Oh, he just cold calls anyway. Okay. I think I'm a triple hit. I could also just get my hand in. Do I just want to shove the flop? I think is the still worth shoving here. I think he sometimes just has like a random spew and folds. Like just I don't know 6-5 or some shit like that. Or just like random like fucking king queen without the flush draw. We would have won. He's definitely getting a flush draw. He's not folding. So I wonder what he has. Obviously, we talk about having a linear 3-bet range here. I'm gonna fold here, too big. I'm just gonna range bet. I think I'm flat here. My hand can also free bet, but I think he's going to be higher EV to flat. Get Fisher involved. Boo. Pot opened by this guy, which is unusual. Overcall. I think we just have to squeeze this hand. If this guy squeezes, will fold. So we'll go for the squeeze. We are pretty deep. We'll go a bit bigger. We have aces, so we should be good super often on every board. Might as well value bet. I'm looking for a 10 dealer. That is not a 10. I am going to go this size to make him fold like pocket fours, and river I'll probably try and fold him off of like jack, or we'll just make a straight. We lose to king queen. Not even going to bother here. I am going all in case he has an ace, but not a boat. I'm just going to call. We're obviously like good on one board. I could have actually raised it and he might have folded his hand. Gonna call with fish behind. Oh, there's some guy's ace queen of hearts, that would be disgusting. Okay, I'm gonna just call here with the 4. We'll mix this as a bet, we won't bet on this occasion. Well, that's a nice river. Do I jam here? I have very few bluffs in this line. So I'm gonna go for like half pot. Wow. I'm a fold to this guy. His range is just combo draws. Did he just only check call? He only called. Did he check a flush on the river and just only check call? Because I thought there's obviously more value there, but I just kind of wanted to say that was valuable in the 4. So he would like check call flush, but I don't know. I think that doesn't make sense in hindsight. Bit of a misplayed hand. We're just going to call here. I don't think this guy thinks I have a straight in my range, so he's just going for the check raise. Ten-7 is a good hand to play as like a check raise. So if he has it, I'd give him credit for like playing it that way, but obviously we're just obviously hoping that he just doesn't think that we check back a I'm going for the max hit. Combo draws and stuff. I think I'll bet call this hand. Oh, sugar later. So he donk check raises. I'm either drawing dead or I'm doing pretty good. I'm just not going to fold. I didn't mean to check there, but I guess we would have got the value anyway. I was going to just block the river, but it wouldn't have mattered. He wouldn't have paid me. Unless he was feeling particularly punty. Just trying to move off of some of our bad tables. I think he just didn't think I would ever play a 7 as a check, which is why we just sometimes check, because like I know usually you kind of just want to value bet pretty often. I'm gonna flat this net behind. You'd want to value bet pretty often because people generally just don't punish you. But like when you get to a certain level, you see this 500 as player only plays 500. Oh man, it's this guy. This guy has like a lot of good hands here. The aces and stuff, maybe jacks, tens, but we can probably make him fold tens on the flop by betting. Kind of what I'm hoping we're going to be against. Okay. I think like I would jam a lot here. King queen, king jack, ace jack. I think I check. I think he's just going to reveal his hand quite a lot. I think he's very, very strong. Like overcalling a 4-bet spot is very insane. Okay, who has more 10x? Probably nobody. I think I'm just going to check and really, really hope that this guy has the same hand as me. Because I'm very, very afraid that he has aces. Does he just have like 7-6 suited? I'm not calling, but like I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Basically, that's all of my reaction is like, what the fuck is this? He's never jamming like fucking. Did he float? He didn't float tens there. Just random, just randomness. Just randomness. I'm gonna bet here. I'd set my own price. Oh, very recreational. A value bet here against like queen jack, queen 9, queen 8. I'm gonna check this one. He goes big on the flop, so I'm just gonna fold. I'm gonna call here. Like if this guy has like queen 10, I'm good on this board. If he has like a flush or a king, I'm good on this board. Unless he has like king queen or queen 4 or something. So I just feel like I'm winning one of these boards at this point. So I am going to check. There's an argument for like betting and trying to make somebody fold out. So I could just like, I might try overbetting and just trying to make somebody fold out. Like, yeah, I think this is better because I could just make someone fold out like a queen. I could check too. I'm all in here. We got both folds. I mean, I think if I check down, I'm gonna like win at least one board. Oh, okay. We'll do it twice if he wants twice. No. He just wants it once. It's just okay. I don't care. Well, that's the kind of flop you're gonna want if you. Oh, never mind. We still have outs though. There we go. I'm going to call this in position. Sometimes raise my hand, just float. You have to kind of float this hand anyway. Small squeeze. I'm actually going to check. I could value bet against like a 6 too. I think he's more likely to bluff here. I'll just like do a merge bet with Queen 7 instead of check back for some reason. I meant check-in won me more money, but only because that guy did whatever the fuck he just did there. I could showdown, I could try and make him fall like ace king. He's 16% free bet though. I'm probably looking more for showdown here. I sort of think he's bluffing, but he can bluff with a better hand. Just because I know he does use a river 50 sizing on the river with like second pairs. So he could just have like pocket tens and stuff. Do I shove? I think shoving here could be a good play. My sort of read on the guy is he does this with like second pairs. And like we just shove like, what, 100 into 90? We don't know, he doesn't have to fold a huge amount for this to be profitable. Usually I wouldn't bluff fish though. But I think it's good in this spot. Like I think in this specific spot it's good. But usually I'm not a fan of bluffing fish, but like having got a lot of reads on how the guy plays. I just got a call here. Where's my river? Okay, let's hope this guy has 6-5, so you win. Yeah, having a lot of reads on how the guy plays. Oh, nice, that's a good result for me. This guy did not fold ace high when I bluffed him before, so I'm gonna check. He did not fold king high when I bluffed him before the turn. Okay, jack, queen or king? How have you not given me those hands? We had an agreement, dealer. He could just do this with like ace 7 offsuit. So yeah, we just fold. Yeah, I usually wouldn't advocate like you bluff and fish, but like having taken a lot of notes about how he plays, he uses different sizings and stuff. We've seen him do that kind of shit a lot. Pretty bad to continue gutters without backdoors or the net bets 5 ways. We've seen him just like split his sizes. We know his B50 size is like mergy second pair type hands, so it's not like a nutted range. So I think there's more of a chance he's folding. Where sort of on average, if you do that to a fish, they're just gonna call. Like too much. They're not gonna always call. They're just not gonna fold enough. It's just not really worth. You know, bluffing is always worth having value in that line. It's 70 against fish on this board. I like to bet my draws aggressively versus fish heads up, but I sort of like to size my hand exploit because I expect them to like be able to exploit me. The way I'm taking notes on like what this reg did, for example. I'll leave this tag. It just means that just means there's something that notes on them that I want to like observe. Well, that's a big size. I'm gonna call him here. He could also 3-bet, 4-bet. I mean, this guy sort of says what he tells you that he has. He's B80. This is a value size from him, so. But I'm not gonna rule out him having worse here. He's very mergy, so he could have like a jack here in this line. I'm not even kidding. Obviously, cool here. So he's very, very mergy. He could have like queen 10, queen 9. So I'm gonna bet the river. Hope that I get called by those hands. Like normally you would just want to check this when someone uses that size, but if he check raises, he was just like slow playing a flush. We're just gonna call jacks here. Size is just so weird. I'm just going to fold multi-way. It looks ridiculous, but I don't think it's balanced. It's just like heavy draws or just like the nuts basically. Okay, so I can shove to try and make this guy fold like ace queen or ace is no club or showdown against missed like ace king. And I think showdown is better here. He was not folding a hand, I promise you that. You wouldn't have been happy. I think against this size I'll just take a flop. I don't think this table's worth sitting on, so I'm going to leave it. Substitute. I'm not going to fold to this size. The only purpose of our hand is to try and reach showdown. Bit of check raise here. But I understand what I'm doing with my hand in that spot. This hand should not have check raised the flop. Thinking about it, it's actually okay, but it's not bad, to be fair. Wow. I mean, I'm gonna call her ace king. Nice turn. I just say like, obviously we lose to like sets and stuff, tens and deuces and stuff, but I just still think the ranges are wide enough. Not gonna bet. I'm just gonna take a free card. Okay, we have trips here and a straight here. We're gonna get turbo stacked by specifically pocket sixes, but there's too narrow a range to really worry about. Just too many of those hands in range. I'm gonna go check my hand here. Pocket sixes is fucking us. Tens is not fucking us. Yeah, we only lose to sixes, so we're just gonna jam because we're gonna get called by like ace eight and just beat it on this top table. Do I ever play raises here? No, I'm not gonna raise. Let's check out the flop here. Okay, we have so many good hands here. I don't know what overbet means though from his perspective. We just have so many good hands. I'm thinking of potting it. I'm valuable in this river. I wasn't thinking too hard about this hand here. Just try like it's getting to the point where like I'm starting to get tired, and maybe even six tables is feeling like quite a lot of tables. Maybe I should leave some of the worst tables, but this is the life of the grind. You gotta be in it to win it. Okay, guys, the session is still going. I have been recording the video for like nearly 2 hours. Commentating being tired is not really worth doing, and I'm going to probably be reducing my tables. But yeah, so I want to end the video by saying to people, thanks for watching. Keep an eye out on the channel for new things to come. Yeah, shout out to Gleb from Savant Poker. I'm going to be working with him pretty soon. I'm going to link the site in the description. You have a look at it if you are interested in signing up. I actually have an affiliate code too, although I have nothing contributed there at the moment. So, but yeah, I'm linking it all in the description for you to have a look at. Yeah, exciting times ahead. I'm going to be playing a lot of live poker. I'm going to fold this. Just don't think it's worth playing. Although it could possibly be a profitable call because it's going to probably free bet's a little wider because I'm isolating Reki. But yeah, with all of that in mind, I wish everyone the best and peace out.